Brought to you by Pete and Chris Amusement.
ご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another episode of OJ-FWA Fight TV. This is Johnny Walters here, and that is not an illusion on your screen. That is indeed the new debutee in OJ-FWA, along with a few others. That is Hiroko Hayashi. And time will tell to see how she matches up to the current OJ-FWA roster. Like I said, that's going to be in the future. Time will only tell. However, right now, let's take a look at the charisma of that one right there, Hiroko Hayashi. And by the way, she's ready for action. Alright, Hayashi going right on the attack with those strikes. Her opponent not quite sure what to make of her. Grabbing the headlock, however, the opponent able to counter out of it. Hitting a nice elbow. Landing some strikes of her own. Hayashi creating some distance, however. Who knows how useful that will be. Hayashi with a nice Hurricane Rana. Pin and all. However, gets a rope break. Hayashi with those elbow strikes. Taking her opponent outside of the ring. However, the opponent slapping back. Hayashi grabbing that leg and countering with a vicious kick to the head. This looks less like a wrestling match than it is perhaps a cat fight. And of course, this is Hayashi's chance to prove herself in this very ring right here, this very OJ-FWA ring. Oh, and what a Copa kick! And an elbow. Stunning her opponent. Appealing to the crowd is Hiroko Hayashi. Hayashi's opponent taking her down. Smashing her face against that ring. And again, nose meets canvas. And another Kappa kick. Puts her back in charge of the action. And a shoulder block. Well, as they say, sometimes simplest is best. Hayashi known for her acrobatic tendencies. Her opponent probably not so much, but able to use that to her advantage. Hayashi whipping her opponent to the corner. And a vicious clothesline there. Hayashi calling to the crowd here. This Japanese crowd. Oh, and a modified Thez press, the kind used by the one, the only Stone Cold Steve Austin, I guess is the one you could say. And another Hurricane Rana. However, well, I thought that would be too close to the ropes, but apparently Tommy Thompson does not think so. And gets a 2 count. I could have sworn I saw a rope move with that maneuver. Hayashi going to work with those elbows. Hayashi going to town. Her opponent taking her off that ring apron. Hayashi losing momentum here. She does not want to lose her first match in the company. And certainly her opponent there wants to gain momentum by winning this match against such a high-profile opponent. And again, we see that shoulder block followed by a nice leg drop, as it were, a spinning leg drop. However, Hayashi sees a weakness, and she goes right for it, those legs. She must have hurt those legs doing those crazy flipping leg drops. And a nice slam by Hayashi. Can she take advantage of that? Wait a minute, what's she doing here? To the top rope and, oh, a nice inverted leg drop off the top rope there. And again to the top rope and a, whoa, what a moonsault going all the way across the ring. However, she's not done. Firmly in control here. And another elbow drop. However, her opponent able to get out of the way of that one. Hayashi whipped to the corner. And a shoulder block taking her down. And the veritable tree of oh no. Wait, what's she have in mind here? Hayashi able to get out of that. Oh, and she knocks her opponent off that apron. Her opponent wasted too much time. Not sure what she was attempting to do there, but she did not do it in time. Referee Tommy Thompson starting that 20 count. And a clothesline by Hayashi. This could be Hayashi's moment. She's got to take advantage and end this match. Ooh! As soon as she can, another clothesline. Another body splash. And a kind of a Firebird splash, as it were. Not sure what you call it. But however, Hayashi thinks this is it. Tommy Thompson counts to 3. And Hayashi is in. Wait a minute, what the heck do we have here? Hayashi extended her hand in sportsmanship, but her opponent certainly slapping that away. Opponent very, very disappointed. And this from last week's episode of OJ-FWA Fight TV. We have this message here from the hardcore Italo-Rican, Liliana. Obviously a very upset Liliana as to what happened last week. Well, let's take you back a little bit to the history of Moemi Amano. It all started in 2004 in this promotion, as it were, Glitter Pro, where Moemi Amano made her first pro wrestling debut. And of course, as some of you may well know, not a very auspicious debut, as she quickly submitted to this chokehold here in less than 2 minutes. However, she was significantly more successful in this match in Yukimatsu 2005 versus Sasori, a mute technician. Amano, by this time, had certainly worked up her game somewhat. However, Sasori was certainly no pushover either at this point. Series of maneuvers here. A miscalculated roll-up attempt followed by a moonsault splash leads to this pin, Yukimatsu 2005. And let's take you a couple years later, Yukimatsu 2007. Moemi Amano returns after a brief hiatus. Take on her soon-to-be protege, Hiroko Hayashi. Amano dominating much of the match here. Finishing with her darkness illusion, going right into that moonsault splash, leading to the near fall here. And another moonsault splash wins the match for her. Of course, the real story is what happened afterwards. The conversation between Amano and Hasegawa, which started a relationship between the two. And of course, this brings us to Yukimatsu 2011,
an active wrestler in OJ-FWA,
most recent
since
major
2005.
event.
Entering a year after her initial.
We'll take you to what happened
Wait
after
a
the
minute.
matchup. Of course, we see
That's
Hiroko
Amazonas.
Hasegawa. And we also see Amazonas
She made her debut
here.
on the first episode of Fight TV.
Moemi Amano has gathered up quite the
And
group.
she's there along with Hiroko. And of course, Moemi Amano. What a vicious attack that was.
And of course, we saw more of this mob mentality
That punch had enough
just
force to knock out the
a few
hardcore
short
Talarican,
episodes
a
ago
woman
in episode
who was
11.
used to getting
Hasegawa
chairs
just
and-
won the
and-
match
and other
against
objects
Liliana.
thrown
However,
at her
winning the
head.
match was not enough.
Win-win, what's this?
Amano laying into
Money.
Liliana right
On her
there.
way back to the ringside area. Going to
Time will
town
only
on
tell
Liliana.
as to what will happen in the future between these two competitors.
From the rising of the sun in New York City to the sunset on the docks in Big LA, ride the heroes of the highway. their beloved land with the life of our nation in their hands. Super drivers roll across America, 200 million miles every day.
この名がうまさだ。さえにさえる。サントリービールさえ。
一度に洗える19枚、一度に洗える28枚、一度に洗える120枚、 6.5 キロ。今度の静か御前、これをプレゼント。晩酌にニックネームがつきました。ニッキーと呼んでください。ニッキー。ニッキー。日課ウイスキーからニュースピリッツゴールドニッキー900円。
セットで狙え。スーツもジャケットも3点まとめてお買い得。洋服の青山3点セットセール。洋服の青山。
10万キロ世界速度記録のエンジンメカニズムを搭載してレガシー GT 登場。スバルからやってますね。アスパラエースがやってますね。田辺製薬のアスパラエース。
And ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the second half of OJ-FWA Fight TV. And coming out right now is the woman formerly referred to as the DNA of OJ-FWA before another company used that moniker. This is Aoki. And of course the big difference between her and that other thief is that she actually earned that namesake. She is indeed the daughter of the founder of the original OJ family of promotions. We saw her successful a few episodes ago, and even at Yukimatsuri 2011. Speaking of successful matches, we have here the one, the only Sakura Sayaka. Sayaka herself, a few weeks ago, successful against Sasori. Sayaka, the youngster whose mother, the former champion in her own right. Sayaka herself growing up in that judoka tradition. Lots of judo-type maneuvers. Versus Aoki, who fancies herself a mixed martial artist of sorts. And here we go. Tommy Thompson has rung the bell. Aoki has started right away, striking it up. However, Sayaka getting some blows and accidentally hitting referee Tommy Thompson. Well, Tommy, if you wouldn't get in the way. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a lot of respect for the referees who work for OJ-FWA. However, Tommy Thompson is indeed a special individual, as it were. Sayaka taking that arm. Nice arm drag. Now, of course, ladies and gentlemen, that last match, Sayaka versus Sasori, I kind of learned a few judo maneuvers, and there's another maneuver right there. I learned the name of a few of them. However, they've completely evaporated from my head, so I apologize if I don't sound as educated this week as I was that time. Whoa, what a dodge by Aoki. Aoki throwing Sayaka off kilter here. Whipping her to the ropes. Leapfrog. And a vicious right. Taking Sayaka down. However, Sayaka certainly has her own presence, her own sense of what's going on in that ring. And a back elbow. Sayaka. Very, very well versed in the art of leverage. What's this? What's Aoki going to do? She peppers Sayaka with a couple of punches. Throws her off kilter with that clinch. However, Sayaka able to fire back, regaining her composure. Nice arm drag takedown. Aoki taking Sayaka down, going for that pin. Tommy Thompson can't even get a one-off. Sayaka with another beautiful elbow. And a leg lace maneuver. Using that knowledge of leverage to her advantage. However, one thing that Aoki certainly has in her advantage is her knowledge of strikes, where to land them, and how hard to hit, and we see that right there, knocking down Sayaka immediately. However, Sayaka right back on the attack. Aoki looks like she's going for an armbar. However, she's way too close to the ropes. Nice hip tuck. An enziguri by Sayaka takes Aoki down. Collar elbow tie-up, relinquished by both competitors. Quite frankly, I think Sayaka needs to stop competing in the strikes department. Kick out. Ooh, what a punch to the jaw. You don't want to be a victim to one of those headlock punches. She's got you completely under control in one of those maneuvers. Sayaka whipping Aoki to the corner. Sayaka making a little pizza. However, unsuccessful in her attempt to discombobulate her opponent. Oh, and a punch to the gut by Aoki, followed up by a few other strikes. Sayaka trying to maintain control here. However, Aoki is not making it easy. Finally taking the leg out from under Sayaka there. Sayaka reversing an armbar to a back grab. To a Russian leg sweep. And elbows. Taking Aoki out of the action here. Well, what's going on here? Looks like she's going for some sort of STF type maneuver. We're not keeping that in. And also way too close to the ropes. And we see that signature clothesline that Aoki likes to do. And again, peppering her opponent with those shots on the ground. Unprotected shots. Back and forth here with the pushing. Aoki, the quicker one with the strikes. We have a roll-up here by Sayaka. Referee Tommy Thompson counting. Only a 2 count. Aoki going for the pin now. Again, a 2 count. A dodge kick and a push. And a dodge there is almost too fast to call. And again, Sayaka's going for that submission maneuver way too close to the ropes. Tommy Thompson not even trying to look into that one. Look at the speed of Aoki. Those quick shots. And again. Sayaka, perhaps rightly so, trying to go after that arm there. Sayaka, again targeting that arm area and or region. Sayaka with the pin this time. She's got the leg. Tommy Thompson, 1, 2. No, only a 2 count. Sayaka visibly frustrated, which shows the inexperience of the youngster. Quite frankly, her mother would never stoop to such levels. Oh, we could tell Sayaka's definitely frustrated here. These are definitely tactics that will not win you the match. However, Sayaka seems to think so. Here, Tommy Thompson, very much in position. Sayaka, very, very frustrated. Aoki trying to take advantage of this. Sayaka getting out of whatever Aoki was going to try to do. Trying to gain control here. Aoki getting out of trouble there and able to dodge that into a trip. Submission maneuver by Aoki. However, Sayaka able to quickly get out of that one. Sayaka able to counter her way out of that one there. Aoki firing back. Aoki herself trying to do tit for tat there with the arm. Aoki with some vicious shots. Wait a minute, what's this? Crucifix. Tommy Thompson, 1, 2, and 3. Sayaka getting the victory here. Unbelievable. This is a huge upset victory on the part of Sayaka. Aoki seemed to be on fire. However, Sayaka able to get the victory out of Aoki. This may change the way upper management sees this young one right here. Sayaka, your winner in this encounter, the new generation of OJ-FWA wrestling. Now, ladies and gentlemen, hyped to no end, week after week. Next week, we will see the OJ-FWA Fight TV debut of the one, the only, the Super Driver. You won't want to miss this. See you next time on Fight TV.
ご覧のスポンサーの提供で